It all
So
started from the
that's
candle, and I actually did go to TK Maxx the other day and saw said candle, and I too was like, I feel like there are moments in in time that you just go, ah, do you remember that? And I feel like that candle will be marked as a moment in time because anyone who
mm,
watches her TikToks will know. Like all you have to do is put it up and everyone will be like, I know.
I'm Emma,
I'm Moira.
and Paige.
and we're what she said. We're catching up for another Spill the Tea. I'm going to touch on winning as a mum, first time in a long time. Paige is going to touch on her stiff upper lip. The pussy's been a bad girl. And we're going to dive into Blue Eyed Kayla Jade and her podcast. So grab a cup of tea or maybe a wine. We won't judge. And let's jump in. I'm finally winning as a parent. It's taken me 9 years.
Oh, yay! Better late than
Gorgeous.
never.
Yeah. I mean, one day I'll get there.
No. Well, I feel like you're always on top of things, Moira. And a lot of my friends, they're always like really prepared. I'm a pack lunch just before we're leaving to go out the
Oh
door
no.
kind of parent.
You know that song Anxiety? That song was written about me. I'm an
Oh,
anxious person. So I could not leave lunchboxes till the day, but the day of, I'd be like, ah.
Oh, it's literally get up, have a shower, get lunches ready, make sure the kids are up, get them fed, yell at them to get dressed. We've got to go 10 minutes ago. Let's go. And then we're out the door. So my two boys, I decided they would have a joint birthday party this year because they're fairly close together in birthdays. They go to a small school and there's only 19 kids in the school, and they both wanted to invite everyone to their party.
That's sweet
oh, that's cute.
and expensive.
Yeah.
Yes, very expensive. So 22 in all ended up coming.
Oh, wow.
And we went to a bouncing thing for kids and they
Yeah.
loved it. I was prepared. I got the boys the cake that they wanted, triple
Classic.
decker chocolate cake with chocolate everywhere.
Oh, delicious.
And I wasn't going to make that. I can go to the shops and buy that kind of thing. I made these gluten-free, dairy-free cakes also, which were a hit with a lot of kids, even the kids that didn't have allergies.
Very
That's
good.
awesome.
As I was driving there, I just could feel the biggest smile and I just felt joy. We got there early so I could set up all the food. While I was setting up, I had a song in my head. I don't really know what it is, but it was kind of reminiscent of. And I
Yeah,
haven't
you
really been
should
winning since,
be.
but
Kids really do remember those experiences of
Mm-hmm.
parties. They really do. Like more
mm,
so
Yeah.
than what they got for that birthday, they remember the party.
Yeah.
uh, well,
Yeah.
they came out of it rich, I tell you that. Because I actually forgot to tell people don't bring them gifts. Yes,
Did you tell
forgot
your
that.
kids you
So
told
that's
them that?
actually one thing I did forget.
I love that you can shower in the morning because I literally get woken up by my baby, and my baby has usually been awake for at least 45 minutes before I hear him. Because he will just wake up and he'll lie about it in his bed and he'll roll on and he'll be like, la la la. And he'll
Oh.
and like he'll just and then he'll and then you'll hear him stand up and he'll be like banging on his cot, like, okay, you've had your moment. I've been
You've had your
waiting.
lion. Get
Come
Hmm.
up.
get me. So by the time I hear him, it's like, oh, okay. I go get him from his cot. We get up, we go downstairs. I give him his bottle of the morning. I pour myself a coffee so that while he's drinking, I'm drinking. He finishes, we change his nappy, we give him some toast, I put him down. By then, the next kid's woken up. We need to get them sorted for breakfast. By then, the next kid's woken up, sorted for them for breakfast. The baby's then finished and wants to get out of his high chair. I need to put him down. Then I'm like, have you finished your breakfast or are you still watching your iPad? Threatening by like, 7:05 in the morning. And before I know it, it's time to get the kids in the car and get them to school. I don't get time for a morning shower.
Holy
So I love that
hens.
you get that. I'm like a nighttime gal. I love to wash the day away.
I can't go out without having a shower because I feel like I'm filthy.
Are you a morning or a
Interesting.
nighttime shower gal, Paige?
I may, depends on how I'm feeling, going girl. My alarm's set for 6 o'clock in the morning, and it's really hard as the year goes on when you're getting into winter because the days get shorter The
Yes.
sun isn't up until later. You really have to be in a very good headspace and structured environment in
Yeah.
order for you to get up before the sun, which I'm terrible at.
I don't want to do this because I know I'm always the vagina girl, but I feel like my vagina sweats overnight. I don't want people smelling
Vagine.
stinky vagina. It's obviously just a mind thing. For me, I just don't feel clean. So I just need
Yeah.
to get in the shower
It's fair.
and get ready for the day and out the door.
Yeah,
I mean, not where I was going with this as well.
it never
But
is.
how good is work from home?
Oh,
How good, like I love it. I hate wearing makeup and I live in house clothes. And by house clothes, I mean leggings, not activewear, and a t-shirt that has probably got food stains that I cannot get off. It's probably got bleach stains. It's got probably food from the kids. Who knows what it's got on it? Okay. I wash
mhm.
it, it doesn't come off.
Yeah.
The miracle of stains. I love knowing that whenever I go to bed that night, I can wake up and just take it again, a mental game. I can just go slow. So I can
Mhm.
just enjoy my coffee of a morning. I don't have to go, I have to do my hair. I have to do my makeup. What am I going to wear today? I only go into the office 1 day a week and still it's a struggle the day of to know what I'm
Mm.
wearing. And usually it's the same three things. So,
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, but
Yeah.
I love the work from home. I feel like it is a much easier day for me.
Mhm.
It's a much calmer day for me. It runs smoother. I feel like I'm able to keep on top of things because I'm not going to bullshit. I get home from doing the kids' drop off at school, so I don't start until 9 o'clock on the days that I work from home, which is so good. Because then I'm able to go and drop my kids off. I'm able to stay at kindy and watch my kid write his name in the morning and, maybe kick a
Mhm.
ball with him and not rush home. It just is so much easier.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But also interesting when you were saying the kids did really well out of their birthday gifts. So I had seen something on one of the mums pages, and someone had asked what is the normal going rate for putting money or buying a gift for a 8-year-old. And I don't even think it mattered what age the kid was because a lot of the responses had said, um, I base what I spend on the kid is based on where the party is and how much the party costs. And I was like, that's a bit fucking cheeky.
Mm.
I was
Yeah.
like, so what if you hold it in a park and you bring your own food? What are you going to give them? $10? $30 is my
Mm.
limit for kids of any age because I feel like you can't get anything for less than $30. Nothing
I mean, you can
decent
get Lego,
anyway.
small
Yeah.
Lego bits, but
$20 I think is reasonable. Like I know my kids love getting a red in the card. Gift
yeah,
wise though, it's probably $30 for me.
Mm.
I know.
But I just find that interesting that some parents were basing the price of their gift based on their thoughts of how much the party cost them.
Yeah,
That was a
yeah.
bit cheeky. I
Very
was like, it doesn't
cheeky.
matter where the kid's party is. It's about giving something appropriate for a kid.
I'm terrible with gifts, not gonna lie. Absolutely terrible with
Terrible with
gifts.
giving gifts, remembering to give gifts, or just like an idea concept.
Everything that you just said.
Mm.
So you're winning
I'm
Auntie of the
terrible.
Year awards every year, are you?
Well, do you know what's really funny? What's really funny is that I'm the favorite aunt and I don't do anything.
Do you give them money though?
No, I just show up and I have fun with them. That's that's
Oh,
that's what I do.
Yeah.
see, and that speaks volumes on spending time with somebody. Like kids really do appreciate the time that's spent with them.
Yeah.
So,
Being present is my presence to them.
mhm. Yeah,
You fucking
that's
tight
right.
arse.
Yeah.
Yeah. I watched this video, and it was a woman, and she said women, particularly from around 25, don't hang out with their friends anymore. So if they catch up, they'll catch up for a coffee. They're not catching up to make memories.
Yeah, I saw that too.
That's why I love when we have our girl catch ups because
Hmm.
we're making new memories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what friendship is. That's how friendship grows and it continuously develops.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just
Downloading
catch
and
up.
then we're moving on. It's
Yeah.
not making those memories. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
me and
So,
our other friend, we catch up. We're both mums, so it's a planning session, like it is scheduling in
Hmm.
time, and it's like once a month, and it might only be for like 3 or 4 hours, but it's enough for us. And
Hmm.
we might go and try a new restaurant. So that's an experience for us. That's fun. Or we've gone and done birthdays are very sentimental to me. Other
Yeah.
days, like Christmas and stuff, like I would rather have a birthday gift than a Christmas gift. Do you know what I mean? Because I feel
Yeah.
like birthdays, it's the one day for me. One year for her birthday, I said, I'm going to be a grandma and we're going to go into lampshade making. But she was doing a
I
reno on our
love
house.
that.
She was
I
doing a
love
reno on
that.
our house, so I figured it was nice. It tied in. And I was like, we go there and we pick a bit of fabric and they teach us how to make a lampshade. It was so fun. And then
Hmm.
she has that, and then people can go, "Oh, that's cool lampshade. I made that."
Yeah.
What? Like
Hmm.
you made
Yeah.
that? Yeah, I went and like my
Yeah.
friend took me for my birthday and blah blah blah. And so I really want to do, and she's notorious for going, please stop making me art.
Yeah. Please don't make me
However,
art. Stop making
however,
me art.
she secretly loves it.
She
She
does.
loves it. She wants to do pottery, and so I'm trying to find a pottery session so that we can go to.
Oh, that's so cool.
You've just literally spilt the tea right here when she listens.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, we can. No one listens to us. I no, she knows. She knows because I was like, oh, that's what I wanted to do for your birthday. But I found a place where they only do it on Wednesday night, so it doesn't work. And this is
Oh.
the whole like mum game thing. It's trying to find
Mhm.
a time that suits. So yeah, so that I'm an experiences person.
Mm,
And yet,
yeah.
I do know that you like to give gifts.
Oh, I love giving gifts. Yes,
Well, one
I
of my
love it.
favorite gifts that I've received is the book that you made me for my
I
30th.
knew I
With
was like, if she doesn't see the book I made her
Oh.
for her 30th,
no,
gonna be
it
problems.
is. There'll be words when we finish recording.
Oh, I wouldn't even wait for that.
I love it.
Do you know what
Yes.
my favorite gift from Mo is? And it's still used to this day.
Oh, you can't say it on
What?
here.
Yes, I can. It's
Obliterated
Oh,
2000.
the other one, the other one. Ooh,
the rabbit.
yeah, the obliterator. Yeah.
No, it's you've never bought me one of those, so I'm very disappointed.
No, but I
Um,
had when Megan and I were flying down to see you, the lady at the desk was like, "Do you have any?" When they ask you, "Do you have any?"
battery packs and that sort of stuff.
Contrabands?
Like, yeah, I don't know what the word is that they use. Like, but they do you have any battery operated? Blah blah blah. Like lighters, fluid, blah. And I was like, "Oh, Megan, did you bring your obliterator again?" And the woman behind the desk was like, "Oh," I was like, "Yeah, she seen it. She seen the show." But sorry, what was the gift I gave you?
It was for Christmas one year. You gave me a mirror and it's got the big one in the back and then you open it up and it's got two side ones and then there's a little light and it lights up the whole thing and I still use it.
Yeah, because you love doing
Oh,
makeup.
I do love
yeah.
doing makeup. I'm not wearing makeup at the moment. We'll get to that. Well, I'll explain why.
Yeah,
You
we're
can
uh,
you can probably
we're
already
we're
see.
all really avoiding the conversation of what happened to your face.
When you told us that you'd done that, I was like, oh, and then you sent a photo. I laughed. I laughed so hard.
I didn't even
And
get
I
to see the
really tried.
messages.
Oh.
So when I showed up on this, I was like, "What happened to your
Oh.
face?"
So should I just explain now what's happening to
No,
my
no,
face?
keep everyone in suspense, especially those people who are listening who can't even see your face. Suckers.
Oh.
Watch us on YouTube.
I had a disagreement with my cat while she was on the fence, literally sitting on the fence. And then she decided to growl, hiss, and then swipe at my face and connected with my lip. So it was pissing out blood. And so I had to
Oh.
put a little band-aid on this. I'm not I'm left eye because I don't have it underneath my left eye. I've got it maybe I'm left lip. Maybe that can be my new band name, left lip.
Top lip. The top lip, not the
Top
bottom lip,
lip.
you dirty buggers.
Yes,
So
it does
yeah,
look sore.
it is sore. It is really, really sore. It's tender to touch.
You get that nail hook in there.
Mm, mm. She knew she'd done the wrong thing as soon as she'd done it because she was like, "Ree, ree, ree," and then she's like, "Oh." Like looking at me like, oh God, are you gonna do something?
I've I've literally, what is it? Something the hand that feeds you.
Don't
I've
bite
bitten
the
the
hand that
hand that
feeds
fed
you.
me.
Yeah. Literally swiped the face of the hand that feeds you.
Yes. When you smile, does it split?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. So that's why it's quite tender.
so that
Yeah.
explains your face.
Yeah, that is that.
I saw on Facebook this cat whisperer. He was telling people how to call a cat in cat language.
Tried
Oh
that,
my
doesn't
God.
work.
I've been
Oh my
trying it.
God. Can you please record this stuff? Oh my God.
I've been trying, and my cat looks at me and then walks the opposite direction.
Literally have a cat sitting beside me, giving no shits. No, nothing.
What the
Nothing.
fuck is wrong with your cat noise?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, is this like a new 2025 cat where it like breaks halfway?
Literally.
It's like the Wi-Fi cuts out halfway through the call. Because back in
But
my
I've been
day,
trying
the
it.
cats used to go meow.
They've got a full language, Mo.
I
They don't
can't.
just
No,
meow.
this segment is not about us speaking in cat language. I cannot do it. No.
You know how I'm technologically challenged, and I say that pretty much every day.
Mhm.
Tech, not my thing. We all know that. So
Tech?
you know the little
No, not techno.
That's right.
Tech, no.
Tech, no. Computer says no.
Computer says no.
So the little microphone thing on your phone, you know, to do a voice note. I didn't realize I was doing my grocery list: raisin toast, bread, milk, spaghetti, cheese, yogurt, chook feed. My bum hurts. Licking bum. I'm like, when I'm in the shops, I'm reading this back, and I'm like, what? And then as I'm speaking, it's coming up. What?
Can I just tell
I don't
you?
know.
Me and this other guy who I used to work with on a mine site used to play pranks on each other. One time I was like, I'm gonna get you good. I went onto his computer and there was a way that you could change whenever you typed your name. Cheers, John. And whenever you hit enter or space, it would change John to arsehole. So I did that, and then I was like, oh, I really can't let that happen because what if he doesn't check?
Oh.
He was a senior manager.
Oh. Well,
But it
as
would have
they
been so
say,
good.
Up for that one.
fuck around and find out.
Yeah, I know, right? How well do you actually read your emails? Do you
That's
proofread
right.
before you hit send? I think not. Clearly.
No.
We recorded our pick of the week yesterday. And I was at the shops today. And I'm not telling you what I bought, but because our listeners can go back and listen. But I got what your pick of the week was, Emma.
Oh.
Ah.
I didn't get to your shop page. I'm going to test it out this weekend, and I'm so excited.
Ooh.
I got the same color.
We're twinning.
Twinning.
I'm gonna go get the same color as well, and then we'll be thruppling.
So I'm very excited. But also, I also got a few other things. So I'm going to test them this week, and they may be my pick of the week next week.
Ooh, okay.
I like
Righto.
And they're from
Good to
Kmart.
know.
Ooh, House of K. Gotta love House of K.
Oh my God, I love House of K.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is a winning. We haven't done a maths catch up, and a lot's been going down.
Is that
like
because
social
maths
media
is finished?
Yes.
Okay.
But the drama ensues.
Oh really?
It
I've stopped.
does. Really?
I've stopped of maths following. Yeah, it was traumatic enough
Well,
having to
I'm
watch
not
it.
following. It just pops up.
Yeah, I don't watch it. I
That's
don't
what she said.
Yeah. I read an article from Jackie's old roommate from a couple of years ago, and they said, yes, it may have been editing like Jackie had claimed, but it was definitely an accurate portrayal of who Jackie is. She said Jackie was highly emotional and very moody, a hard person to live with.
But didn't
Wow.
she
So-
say she had some like ADHD or something? Hasn't she come out and said that?
I have no idea, but I wouldn't say that she has ADHD. I would say that it could be something else, but I wouldn't label it ADHD.
Or autism. I thought she had come out and said that she had some autism or ADHD or something.
Bipolar, that's what I'd call it.
Look, someone for
yes.
everyone.
That's right.
Exactly.
Well, and also people are saying that they're calling it their relationship bullshit, that Jackie is actually really not into him.
Oh.
So we will see. Apparently she's quite an actress with male suitors. So she will get what she can while she can.
And again, can I just say though, I remember someone saying, marry for money, not for love.
Yes.
Who said that?
Some wise woman. She said, marry for money, the love will come. Until the cash runs out. No, she didn't say that.
And the roommate also said something along the lines of she was never Miss New Zealand. She was a runner-up in a pageant somewhere. So,
there was only about 7 contests.
I was running up in a pageant.
You're Miss
Jackie.
Ireland then.
Semantics. I may have been 4 or 5, but whatever. I was runner up in a pageant.
Well, it's possible that Jackie may have been 4 or 5 as well. I don't know. I have no idea. But pretty much the roommate was saying no, a lot of that stuff was not true that Jackie was
Interesting.
claiming.
And Ryan and Jackie are still going through court.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is interesting, isn't it? Because you wonder how much of this on Jackie's part is, I do actually fear to be around him and have communication from him, or whether it's more tabloid, keep us in the press sort of thing. You think that would be quite an extreme length to go to. So I don't believe that's what it is. I just feel like it's quite an extreme measure. Instead of just going, I'm walking away from this and I don't have to communicate with this person anymore. If that person continues to harass and communicate with you, then I completely understand why the AVO has come out. But it's giving me Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds issues.
Yes.
Now, I'm not really following that, but it seems like there's a lot of backtracking on that scenario as well.
Ryan's AVO is out because he's claiming that she's trying to destroy his life, and that was his quote. Who knows? Who knows what's happening there?
What I find really interesting is that there's been a couple of times where she has said things and it's been recorded, and then people have pulled her up about it, and she said, I didn't say that.
Oh, that happened on Maths. That actually happened on Maths. You wrote a list about him and you believe that? Yep.
Is a pathological liar, is that an illness?
I think so, yeah. Well,
I don't think that's the illness. I think the illness might have something to do with like schizophrenia or bipolar.
I'm not a professional, but I would definitely put a label.
I would have thought loosely you could say pathological liar is a symptom of bipolar.
If somebody knows, let us know.
Yeah. Any
Exactly.
psychology, psychiatrist students would be appreciated.
yeah.
Yes.
Give us a
really
rundown.
would be.
Otherwise, we'll continue to make shit up.
Pretty much.
Oh crap, we're on the wrong podcast. That's our unspoken podcast.
I saw this TikTok on a special little sneaker candle. If you know, you know.
Oh,
we will tell you.
I know.
In a few moments.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went into TK Maxx and actually saw it myself. And I was considering on buying it. And I thought, no, not worth the $25.
I did see that too. I was like, $25.
We are talking about a candle that blue-eyed Kayla Jade is her TikTok name.
Love her.
Yes.
I agree.
We have all watched every single TikTok because it is addictive.
Yeah.
I love it.
I have not watched every single TikTok. I've watched a couple. I know who she is, obviously. But that kind of spurred me on to listen to her podcast. For everyone who doesn't know who she is,
she's an SW worker.
She's a professional plus size model.
Is she a plus
No.
size
She's
model?
Yeah. Yes. So
I would not have put her in the plus size category. She has said she has had a BBL that almost cost her life. But there is nothing big about her.
no, if you look her up, it doesn't actually say anything about the S worker. It says that she's a professional plus size model and a mother of two. That's her information. However, on TikTok and OnlyFans, so she started out on OnlyFans 3 years ago. She
She started off with feet.
I don't know what she started off with. And this is my thing, right? Because in her podcast, she has, I think, 2 episodes out. So one's kind of like a prelude thing, which only goes for 15 minutes. And that is purely talking about her children.
Okay.
And I know you have stuff to say about that more if you want to share. And then her second episode is about 38 minutes, might even be longer, actually. I don't know. I didn't listen to the end because I actually got bored. And that's with Girthmaster.
Yes.
So he's also a TikTok person and started off in OnlyFans like her. And they've done, I think, 2 movies together and 3 videos or something. So that episode's kind of about their relationship, how they met.
I really enjoy her content. And I came across her, it was one of my For You pages, suggested things. And I just love the brutal honesty. Now, that was back when she was counting the money.
Yes.
And she stopped doing that, I guess, for her own security reasons. And I think if Kim Kardashian's episode that happened in Paris is anything to go by, you just can't be too careful on social media. So she stopped doing that, and fair play to her. I mean, I had no opinion on it.
It was interesting.
Yeah, it
to
was
watch.
interesting how much to find out how much she got paid for doing certain services.
One video I watched, she was doing back-to-backs, and then she said she got paid for extras. So
yes,
obviously
for extra time and extra things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I don't knock anyone who's trying to hustle to make some money in life. If you can put food on the table for your family, go for it. If this gives you the life that you want, then go for it. If you're happy doing it, then do it. If it's not hurting anyone, then do it. I think the whole point of it is to give you a different perspective and a different thought and feeling on it. Because I look at her and I go, she's beautiful. And if that's how she chooses to live her life, good on her. I think it's trying to pull away from the negative imagery that people have created about S workers and how they're portrayed. Good on her. As long as she's looking after herself, good on her. I really enjoy her content and I love everything about Peggy Sue. I love it. And I love that Peter Dutton has even come out talking about the Peggy. I didn't read the article, but I love that he actually has addressed the Peggy Sue thing. He should be so bloody lucky.
Well, I just didn't think, just from the description, it says, oh, we talk about lots of spicy things. Yeah, they were. They were talking about the girth of like Girthmaster. Obviously.
I don't know much about him, just that he's a friend.
Either. Yeah.
Yeah, well, like they did. So it was an episode about them and how they met. In one part of the episode, they talk about the first time they met, they did a film together, and then she's like, oh, do you want to go out? So they went out to a club after. And as they were dancing, she said she grabbed his penis out and was playing with it on the dance floor in front of people. And she was like getting into it. And then she was going to go down and, you know, do other things with her mouth with his penis. And he's like, well, you know, people can see. So he stopped her. People don't need to see that in a club. No. I get that that's the world you're from and you still haven't come down from your filming. When people go out to a club, a lot of people are still quite innocent when it comes to that sort of industry, yeah? And I remember when we actually were on one of our girls' weekends down the Gold Coast, we were in one club and some cops came in and a chick went up and was dancing with a cop and I'm pretty sure I saw her hands down his. Do you remember that?
Yes.
It was very indecent.
But he though was indecent back.
Yes, I think there's a time and a place, and you know, if that's the world you're from, that's fine, but you don't have to encroach on other people that aren't a part of that world. So that's kind of when I turned off. I was like, look, I'm really not interested in this. I'm interested in stories and what she has to say, but that kind of hit home and was a personal experience that I had had, and it wasn't nice.
Yeah.
And she was laughing about it.
How old is she?
Like 30.
Quite young.
Yeah. I was wondering whether it was her because it was down the Gold Coast. And I was like, oh, how many years back? No, it wouldn't have been her.
No. I think that was 2009.
Oh my gosh.
And that's when I was getting propositioned by a man and a woman. Do you remember? And Paige, you had to pretend to be my
Yes.
girlfriend to protect me.
Yes. I do remember that.
Very uncomfortable.
Things to do.
Mm.
This episode's not for me. I may listen to another one because
Yeah.
I do find her TikTok stories interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just turned off by that.
I think
thought it
that's
was
an
funny.
age thing. And I think actually sometimes what I would put that down to is a lack of confidence.
Mm.
Because I feel like some women, especially, turn to being promiscuous because they're so self-conscious and they
Correct.
think, well, if I do X, Y, and Z, then I feel wanted and I feel pretty or attractive or whatever it might be.
Mm.
I
Yeah.
mean, I was chicken dancing. I didn't care. I didn't care what people thought about me. I was there to have a good time with my friends. I wasn't there to pick up some person. But yeah, I enjoy her content, but that's probably not something that I would want to listen to. And
Yeah.
I'm wondering if that might just be an age thing. Like that just to me, I'm just like I'm just like, oh, I've seen that at the clubs, and I'm just like, oh, you dirty
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Well, I was blown away. Her podcast, the 15-minute episode, hit number one. Number one in podcasts.
Well, yes, if she has 2
Wow.
million followers, people want to
Yeah.
hear about her, and especially this kid thing because maybe a lot of people like myself didn't deep dive into her, and we're like, oh my God,
Yeah.
okay, well, this puts a different perspective on it. But actually, quite a few of her videos, maybe 2 or 3, people have obviously commented and said to her, what does your mum think about what you do? And she's always gone, it really interests me that people ask me that question. Well, of course that would interest her if she's a mum herself. It's interesting that people don't go, well, how do you feel? And this will be probably the next question she gets is, well, what if your kids want to follow in the same line of work that you do? What would you tell them? How would you feel? Cares?
Doesn't really
Doesn't
exactly.
matter to you. You're here just to hear about the details of who she's hanging out with that night. I actually commented on one of hers because she was doing like a hotel room tour for where she was staying to meet this guy. I love those stories. So she was talking about where she was staying to meet this guy who was paying for this accommodation. It was really nice accommodation on the Gold Coast. And she was like, oh my God, look, it's huge. It's so big. Oh, I can't find the button. I was like, oh my God, yes, the innuendos. We need to have like a room tour with innuendos. All innuendos, that's all you can do. That would be really fun. But I love those. And I think when I started following her and was reaching all of her TikToks, another person popped up and she was like, I'm being flown to Japan and I'm here for like 24 or 48 hours. And honestly,
Exactly.
look, what's the average? 6 minutes?
Yeah. That's all right.
A really good hourly rate. We're in the wrong profession. The
Well, I mean,
upkeep of your
it
hair.
is.
I mean, the upkeep of Paige, you could never. The
No.
upkeep.
Never. Never ever.
Shave my pits? Oh, pay extra for that.
Yeah, exactly. You want
There's-
nothing, you're gonna have to pay top dollar
Yeah.
for
There's a
that.
market for everything.
This is true.
It all started from the candle, and I actually did go to TK Maxx the other day and saw said candle, and I too was like, I feel like there are moments in time that you just go, do you remember that? And I feel like that candle will be marked as a moment in time because anyone who watches her TikToks will know. Like all you have to do is put it up and everyone will be like, I know.
So that's a wrap, guys. Takeaways. We did speak on how much I am winning as a mom. Yes. And Paige, she caught the poor end of her
The
kitty
sharp
cat.
end.
Get it? Get it, poor? We deep dived into Blue-Eyed Kayla Jade, the candle situation, if you know, you know.
and a little bit about her podcast.
If you've liked what you've been listening to, you can catch us on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and Amazon Music, or you can go check us out over on YouTube. We are on all the social media sites, so please show us some love, like, share, and subscribe. I'm Emma.
I'm Moira.
And I'm Paige.
And we are what she said. Bye.
Bye.